The punter Tress Way sent to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down, and they go right back to him. He cuts it right. Touchdown, San Francisco! Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. Oh, and the pressure is there. They're going to get to him on their very first snap. Nick Bosa. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over. It's a quarterback. It's an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backward.
Oh, and they got him again. That's 2 to start this game. Nick Bosa. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
2 sacks on the first 2 plays. How many times do we talk about an offense and creating matchups? I'll tell you what this defender's done. He is taking advantage of this matchup. His preparation, his practice time, and he is owning his opponent right now. And now he gets a chance to go for a 3rd in 3 plays.
And they'll stop him short, so let's see. That should bring out the Commanders' punt team. Nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Nearly stops the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
It takes a lot of things going the wrong way for your team to lose when you got a 100-yard rusher. But unfortunately, that was the story a week ago, and he's trying to rewrite that script.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 2.
On 4th down, Hurts. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Krosky Merritt to open the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Working on 2nd down. Daniels. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Daniels to throw. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Daniels. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, score!
Daniels. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Oh, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Daniels audible into something else. It's Krosky Merritt on 3rd. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up
4th down. Here's Daniels. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Commanders. Rachaad White scoring there to end an 8-play drive. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. That ties things at 7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Third and long for him here. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be first and goal. The stop is made at the 5-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires...
And he's in for the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
McCaffrey on the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Daniels now. Gets everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
It's a pickup of 61 yards.
First down for Daniels. And now he's up over 1,000 yards to begin this season. And give it to Krosky-Merritt. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's Daniels on second. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Sending the tight end in motion left. Third and short, Daniels. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they answer. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Send right down the middle and good. And we're back square. 14 apiece here.
14.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. A pitch to McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Oh, there's a son bitch. Hold on, my bad, Mark. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's do it, Mark.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And that is a San Francisco 1st down.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Now Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And as you can see, getting some rain on the fields now, so adding difficulty here as they attack this 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey, left side. And he's going to be blocked out at the 35-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Into the hands of Kittle. Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. And it will be 1st down, 49ers.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's got another one tonight. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. A hat trick for him in this 1st half. Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
Lining up for the extra point.
Now the weather not affecting him, Brock, as this is up and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Throwing now, Daniels. Pulled in by his back, White. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
And 8 at the 26-yard line.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And it is a first down, Washington.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Lane on the return. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. In the second half, going to start with a run by Krosky Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. To throw, Daniels. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him one on that short completion.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Only 1 yard on that last completion. 9 still to go on third down. Daniels back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And he's not going to make it.
Hold on, wait.
Expect a punt coming up here.
I got you.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
'49ers to the line. First and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play.
I did. I clicked on and clicked off. Pay attention to the move.
That's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
It's Hurts throwing on second. Outright McCaffrey makes the grab.
Man, what the fuck?
And they are all the way into that red zone.
Come on, bro.
Talent is just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
Second down, Hurts. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Throw is caught. And he's got another one. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. Second of this game for it. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they bump their lead up to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lucky break for him here. Look at this. The rain.
You want to play the yeah. I often say it was really the end of the third for real. Yeah. Search. Oh no, we can play the half. We can play the half, but you up. Yeah.
Well, as somebody who lived here for 20 years, I can tell you, anytime rain is in the forecast these days, folks are excited about it. So these Niners fans happy and ready to play some football as we welcome you to Levi Stadium here in Santa Clara. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers.
You can go ahead. You can score 28. Like we can go back and forth.
The punter press way, set to get this one started.
Play it.
Monday night primetime is underway. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
Goal line.
At their own 39-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
What the fuck? Hold on.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. Reeled in by George Kittle. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Chill out, man.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point.
Oh shit.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
You feel me? You be like, oh my God, what? That you get to look at you and that motherfucker went through what? Mom, did you hear? Y'all niggas heard that?
Return to Rome Ford.
Hold on.
This makes it up to the 25.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10.
Hopefully this shit don't take forever though. It does.
Daniel's gonna throw to get us started.
Look at this sorry ass nigga. Nah, that's on me. I shouldn't have.
Not a must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Daniels.
Damn.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It
Okay,
takes a
bet.
player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's caught by McLaurin.
Oh my God. Oh my God. CMC.
And this will reach the opposing
Bruh.
5-yard line. Working quickly here.
That nigga just beat.
First down, Commanders.
Now Daniels to throw.
Oh my God.
Right back to him, but he can't make the catch this time. Defender waiting.
Oh shit.
Forces it out. It's second down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this
Huh?
guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Firing quickly out of line. Daniels. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Well, this hasn't been the case often enough this season, Brock, and you can tell by the way they're celebrating. These guys grateful to go against that trend here, cash in on their opening possession.
Yep, long overdue as they try climbing out of the basement of the lowest-ranked offenses in the league. That's how you do it. Slow starts have plagued them, but not on that drive.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Hurts to throw. And he will not find the connection on the other end.
Man, what the fuck?
Completion sets up second down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Following the incomplete
Got bit by
pass,
2,
return
dog.
now from the 30.
Oh shit. Hold on. Yo, that shot.
Hurts looking to throw. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Hurts. He's got Ayuk downfield. And he gets
Bet.
home. Touchdown, San Francisco. Came in having dropped their
Hmm?
last two, Brock. This is exactly the type of early scoring that they needed as they try to break this momentum of the last couple of weeks.
Kind of felt like the longer into the game they went without scoring, the more those ghosts of the last couple losses would creep into their minds. Great to avoid it by putting up some early points.
That one splits the uprights. And our score 14-7 now here in the first. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Jerome Ford on the return. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Daniels. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. It's complete. Oh, my. They left it wide open downfield. And he gets home. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, his third of the year.
But y'all funny as fuck.
Gano tacks on the point after. And we're back square. 14 apiece here. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. That's completed right side. At the 20. And he gets home. Touchdown for the Niners. Brandon Ayuk. His second already in this opening quarter. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. This one is up, and it is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Commanders 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. Whoa, and he gives himself up quickly to the surprise of, well, us and his entire team. Awful field position to start.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Into the hands of Kittle. And he gets home. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle. Second already in this opening quarter. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. He's good on the attempt here. And they now lead by 14 points.
The score, Niners 28, Commanders 14.
Shit, not letting me pick a play.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yeah.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. They bring Diggs in motion. This is Jacory Kronsky-Merritt in it for the first time. Have him gain up a handful there. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
He's tackled at the
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Daniels now. This one to Williams out left side. He stops here, gain of about 7. And it's going to be first down Commanders. Well, last week he was one of the many guys held in check in that loss, right, Brock? But there's an early catch towards a hopefully better overall effort in this one.
Ultimate team sport. It's never about any individual, but it's about the whole group. A lot of people got to step up this week, and that's a good way to start it.
Throwing now, Daniels. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now pitch it to Kronsky-Merritt. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up second and goal.
Motion to receiver
At
left.
the Niners' 10-yard line.
Working on second down. Daniels. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
To
Terry McLaurin. His second already in this opening quarter. Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Sent right down the middle and good. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Niners 28. Commanders 21.
This way. Fielded at the 7. And he gets
At their own 32-yard line.
first and 10 from the 32. On the give, it's McCaffrey. To begin this one, we've got second and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back to McCaffrey on second down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
A loss of 2.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Now Hurts. This one's going to wind up incomplete. He had him over the middle for a second, but he was muscled off that catch. That brings about fourth down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Jalen Lane back deep for the Commanders.
Bruh.
And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. We go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10. On the counter, Kronsky-Merritt.
Come on,
This drive's
76.
quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. To throw, Daniels. Under pressure, and it gets to him. Brought down near the 8. Musa Odigizua. And now it's going to be 22 yards for them to pick up on this third down.
And it's third down.
Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's third and long. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. He's brought down at the end of a nearly 30-yard game. And that's going to bring up a Commanders first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be a good set of downs.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send them backwards.
Well, you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for second and long.
Now Daniels on second down. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes.
Oh,
Deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Yeah, he's the one who's already found the end zone twice already, Brock. Looking his way for a third time there before halftime.
And you know exactly what I love about that. Not the inefficiency, the incompletion. I love that they keep going back to him. Keep going back to him, keep going back to him, keep taking your shots.
Air it out on third. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down. So they bring Trustway back out there for another punt. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They pitch it to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in a block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. 5 DBs out there for the Commanders on third. Hurts setting up to throw. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get Jerome Yard on that drive up the gut. On Martin with that tackle. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Chased out to his right. Looked for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It was a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. Third down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
This is McCaffrey, left side. And he's not going to be able to get them the first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. An interesting call now coming up on 4th down. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Starting on the ground to you, Kronsky Merritt. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Kenny Moore brought him down.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 2nd and 3 now. Daniels back to throw. Finds the in route, complete. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And it is a 1st down, Washington.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down.
All set to go now from the 35. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And they take him down right along the 30.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On 2nd down, Daniels. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's over to the ground. Nick Bosa. And that sets up 3rd and 15 to go.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And I think we kind of all knew what was coming. That last sack kind of forced their hand. The best option to extend that drive is to just throw it deep and hope.
I think that's exactly why sacks are so productive for defenses. Because it does, to your point, force the hand of the offense.
Surprising
GG, brother.
not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Back to throw. Hurts. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot.
Crazy,
And
bro.
somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Nasty.
So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the...
Yes, sir, bro. GG's.